Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Right now, we're going to explore a brand new Meowmate that just appeared in the Seal of Fate event. It's Flare, an SSR elemental striker who wields the power of blazing fire. She may look cute, but don't be fooled because Flare was born to dominate the damage over time meta in the game. Also, I made a video about Shino before this event started. You can check it out in the comments. So, is Flare really as strong as the rumors say? What makes her special compared to other strikers? And should you invest your resources in her or not? These are the questions we'll answer in detail in this video. All right, without keeping you waiting any longer, let's dive right into Flare's unique skill set, especially her terrifying burn mechanic. Let's find out where the true power of the Queen of Flames lies. As mentioned at the beginning, Flare's power revolves around the burn effect, so we need to see how she applies this effect. Now, let's start with her basic attack, the Flame Ambush skill. This skill is a single target attack that deals 100% magic damage and has nothing particularly special about it. Next, let's move on to her most important area damage skill, her ultimate Raging Fire. This skill deals 83% magic damage to all enemies on the field and has a 70% chance to apply one stack of burn, lasting for 2 turns. This is Flare's main tool to spread the burn effect across all opponents. However, the most special part comes after you unlock Flare's talent. At that point, her ultimate gains an additional 25% chance to apply one more stack of burn to the targets. The burn damage can stack up to 6 layers and lasts for 2 turns. As you can see, the ability to stack up to 6 layers is quite impressive, allowing Flare to build up dot damage on an enemy very quickly. That's how Flare applies the effect, but what makes her burn so terrifying? Right after this, we'll dive deeper into the core mechanic, the true damage that this burn effect brings. So, what's the benefit of stacking burn besides dealing basic dot damage? The answer lies in Flare's core mechanic, called Heart of Flame. First, let's look at the rapid heating skill. This skill states that for every burn stack Flare applies to enemies, she gains 1 stack of Heart of Flame, up to a maximum of 15 stacks. This is the driving force that pushes us to continuously apply burn on the targets. So what does Heart of Flame do? Each stack of Heart of Flame increases Flare's burn damage by 2%, and the important part is that this effect lasts until the end of the battle. When you reach 15 stacks, Flare's burn damage is permanently increased by 30%, 15 by 2%, turning her true damage into a massive threat. Now, to maintain this accumulation, we need to look at Flare's energy management skill, Harnessing Flame. This skill makes Flare very flexible. If she doesn't use her ultimate that turn, she restores 300 energy. On the other hand, if she does use her ultimate, Flare immediately gains 3 stacks of Heart of Flame at the start of the next round. In short, Harnessing Flame helps us both secure enough energy to cast the ultimate frequently and speed up the accumulation of Heart of Flame. And with her damage power already boosted, now we move on to the most exciting part, Flare's breakthrough power when she awakens into her mythic form. If you're already impressed by Flare's true damage and her ability to stack Heart of Flame, now we'll see how she truly becomes an incredibly powerful Meowmate through the Mythic Awaken process. First is her new debuff ability called Flammable. When enemies are affected by burn, the activation rate of this effect increases by 35%. This is crucial to ensure that burn is consistently applied, but more importantly, burn now doesn't just deal damage, it also weakens the enemy. This effect reduces the enemy's ATK by 2% per burn stack, up to a maximum of 10 stacks. That means if you reach 10 stacks, the enemy's ATK will be reduced by 20%, greatly improving your team's defense. Next, let's recall the Heart of Flame we accumulated earlier. At this Awaken stage, Heart of Flame not only boosts damage, but also enhances Flare's survivability. Specifically, it grants 45% damage reduction and 45% debuff resist. This transforms Flare from a paper striker into a character who can stay on the battlefield much longer, something extremely valuable in prolonged battles. And finally, let's talk about the core skill that defines Flare's true breakthrough power, Explosive Impact. As mentioned earlier, Explosive Impact is the key that transforms Flare from a simple dot striker into a terrifying burst damage machine. First, let's talk about her additional skill before Awaken, when she reaches 5 gold stars, called Prairie Fire. This skill deals 15 hits of magic damage, totaling 1000% ATK magic damage. More importantly, it restores 1500 energy and instantly applies one extra stack of burn to deal true damage. This means Flare can use her ultimate faster, maintain continuous burn up time, and deal an enormous amount of magic damage. Now let's go back to explosive impact, which is what truly makes her extraordinary. This skill allows Flare to detonate all burn stacks she has applied on enemies. The detonation deals additional magic damage with a scaling of up to 1200% DMG. You can imagine this. After Flare has built up 6 stacks of burn, along with the enemy's ATK reduction effect, and amplified her damage through Heart of Flame, activating Explosive Impact unleashes an enormous burst of damage in a single strike. It gives you flexible strategic options. Either play her as a stable Doughty dealer for PvE, or as a deadly burst unit to finish off enemies quickly in PvP. In short, the combination of Prairie Fire and Explosive Impact gives Flare an incredibly efficient combat loop. Deal DOT, build up energy and damage, burst, recover energy to repeat the cycle. With such a versatile skill set, the next thing we need to look at is which teammates can bring out the full power of Flare. After understanding Flare's individual power, now let's talk about how she shines best within a team. Flare is an elemental Meowmate who relies on burn, so her ideal teammates are those who can support that mechanic. First, let's talk about burn support Meowmates. You should pair Flare with Meowmates who can apply or extend the burn effect on enemies. This not only helps maintain consistent damage, but also accelerates the accumulation of Heart of Flame stacks for Flare. The faster she builds up stacks, the stronger her damage becomes. Next, energy ATK buff support Meowmates are also essential. Since Flare is a striker and needs her ultimate to trigger massive damage, any Meowmate who helps her recover energy faster or boosts her base ATK will significantly enhance both her magic damage and true damage from burn. Now let's move on to the importance of her bond. Flare's bond is Flame, which activates when you deploy at least 2 elemental Meowmates. This bond provides 3 key benefits. First, the team gains 20% damage reduction, improving overall durability. Second, elemental Meowmates receive a 15% final magic damage boost, a very valuable offensive buff. And finally, the burn effects caused by your elemental allies will also reduce the enemy's shield. This is extremely useful in PvP battles or when facing bosses capable of generating strong shields. So the advice is to try building a team with at least 2 elemental Meowmates. Alright, after a long journey exploring Flare's power, let's summarize her main strengths and weaknesses to see whether Flare is truly worth your resources or not. For the strengths, Flare is an extremely versatile striker. She provides a stable source of true damage through the burn effect, which is very difficult for enemies to counter. Moreover, after reaching the Mythic Awaken stage, she can switch to dealing terrifying burst damage with Explosive Impact, while also reducing the enemy's ATK by up to 20%. Finally, her self-defensive buffs from Heart of Flame help her stay longer in battle. However, Flare also has some weaknesses you need to keep in mind. Her peak power heavily depends on stacking Heart of Flame, which takes time to build up. In addition, to unlock her strongest burst damage potential, you must reach the Mythic Awaken stage, meaning it requires a significant amount of resources to invest in her. So, what's the investment advice? If you're a player who enjoys a stable playstyle and wants a reliable source of true damage, you should definitely consider investing in Flare. The key milestone to aim for is the Mythic Awaken stage, which unlocks Explosive Impact and the enemy ATK reduction effect. This will elevate Flare to a top-tier position in the current meta. And that's our full detailed review of the SSR Meowmate Flare. What do you think about the Queen of Flames? Will she be part of your future team? Share your thoughts and your own experiences using Flare in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our latest reviews and strategy guides. See you all in the next videos.
I flew over, leaving no trace in the